we start, could we please move a little bit in the front? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I see the cold got in here. Maybe we should do a few exercises before we start. Or we're not cold anymore. Is the cold still here? Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, the cold is gone. Anyway, once again, good afternoon. My names are Ungari Abibeni, and I'll be moderating today. And I would like to give you a warm welcome to today's event. We are here to witness a step into the future. We're launching something big, something innovative. So for that, I think we should give ourselves and the whole team a round of applause while, you know, I'll take you through what today will look like, and then I'll welcome our guests to speak in terms of opening remarks. But we're going to start with a few opening remarks from a representative from RP, and then we're going to go onto the manager app presentation, and then we're going to have a few user testimonials so that they tell us how the app works, what is going on, how they found it, is it something they recommend, and then we're going to take a break while you install the app in your phones, and then after that we're going to have a few questions, and the team will be here to answer those questions. And after that, we're going to have the closing remarks, and that will put a close to our evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome opening remarks from an RP representative.
Good afternoon or good evening, everyone. I'm called Mugabe Nicholas, work with Rwanda Polytechnic. I'm a product design development specialist. So it's my honor to be here on behalf of RP management. It is unfortunate that my boss, Dr. Parfait, is not around. He's in a meeting, maybe he's going to join us later. But it is also a pleasure to have you all here as the ICT Innovation Center showing us one of its mandates. Say it is incubation and acceleration program. So having or witnessing this is a pleasure to us as RP. So as one of the incubation managers team, also it's my pleasure to see one of the startups showing us what they are doing on a day-to-day activities. So also we can't wait to see what the innovator has brought to us. I declare this launch to start. Thank you.
Well, that was brief. I've heard that people who work in tech are people of a few words. Well, I don't work in tech, so I'll have a lot of words. I think now it's time to have what we came here for. Let us see what the app looks like, how it works, and with that, let's proceed to the manager app presentation.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone again. Okay, I'm Johnson Mujisha, and today I'm excited to tell you one of my story. Yeah, after completing my secondary school, I had this brand. I said to myself, I have to manage and record each transaction that I have been making. So that I start the Excel file so that I recorded each income and expense. For the first time that worked, after like 7 months, I was surprised to see the transaction and cash flow that I had. I was surprised at my age, like seeing that the money I have spent. Meanwhile, I have been working in service shop where we have provided the services to clients, and the problem we faced every day. Every time customer was about to pay, the question was always the same. Like, what is your payment number? And we go like, it's 07 and blah, 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 things like that. And after time, we go like, can you repeat the phone number again? And we tell the customer the phone number. And other times, he said, oops, it failed. And maybe we show the payment option. For example, next. This is kind of payment option we got. For example, if you go to the shop, you get something like this, and they read for you, you press things like that, every day you face that. And the problem become, is that 4 is 1 is, always you be like, I have to ask the shop owner, what number is that? Yeah, and the biggest problem is that after those transactions, after those trace, you don't have an option to know your money making. You don't have option to get how I'm spending, things like that. And today I'm excited to announce Manager. Next, yeah, with Manager, let me share the screen. Let me share it. Sorry. I'll go to the screen of the phone so that I can show you. Okay. Okay, let me open the app. With Manager, we have seen that challenge that we encounter every day, so that when you open Manager app, you don't have to press longer numbers. You just select, for example, phone number, you enter amount, and boom, one USSD code instead of writing many things. For example, let me show you the comparison. If I was about to pay, for example, someone, I would come and search for his name, like maybe Jonisha. I copy the number. I come, I run like this. I paste the number. Sometimes it takes too long to paste. Oh my God. And you come here to edit the number so that it can match. This is a process we encounter every day. Like this. Oh my God. Like this. And then they learn the USSD code. Instead of Manager, you just came. You just came and select search, for example, is Jonisha. Yes. And enter only amount without stress. We do have also other features with Manager, like QR code when you are about to pay. For example, you can scan QR code of someone and pay him. And also with Manager, what's exciting is that income or expense that you have made is recorded automatically. For example, that the expense that have been made, for example, today, I can be able to come to statistics and be able to switch maybe this week and see the transaction that I've made, the expense that I've made, or income that I've made in any range of time. How we get it when we use normal payment is that we may come to maybe SMS and go to Momo and see. Where is Momo? It's stressing, man. Okay, the solution that we are bringing is that we are trying to make it simple and clean. With Manager, you just pay smarter and track easier. Let me allow my colleague Tera to continue with why you should trust Manager and why Manager is secure to use.
So good afternoon again. So my name is Wawetela. I'm also the part of the people who built this application. I'm here to talk about the security. You cannot work with the system which is not security. Is that why we bring the solution for this application that brings security and safety? Let me start on this one. Before we had a smartphone or app, we was deal with USSD. The USSD is that number you write in your phone. This one. This is USSD. Then, when we were to use this USSD, it was following with different options: send money, buy airtime, and whatever else. After do that, you send that request. That request sent to telecommunication. Telecommunications transfer it, process it, then send back to you in SMS. That's how they do. But on our system, let's go to next slide. Yeah, thank you. For our system, how we do? The first number, the USSD number 182.11, we have. You don't need to pass in that steps. My colleague Johnson was showing you. And what you do, it is only to add a number. As you see on this image, you have two inputs. The first input, it is for number. The second input, it is amount to pay. That's all. You've done your task. So, for the next slide, let's back on security. Some people ask, is this security? Is this safe? The solution is yes. Our application is safe in this way. Our application don't save your password. I mean your Momo. The Momo password is kept for yourself. As I show you, we have like two steps. You provide input, one or two input, then you input your password, which means you don't keep your password. It is kept for yourself. That's first reason it is safe. The second reason our system is safe is this. How this application are working, they are working globally, which means when I have this device, when I have another device, I can keep using the same data, because you are using like email, whatever, but our system, your data are kept only on your phone. Not that things of whatever, no, because it may be not safe somehow. We keep your data on your device. And another things, our manager doesn't not sell or share your information. That leads us to our application more safe. That's what I can say on this application. And what another things I can add on, it is now on live. Play Store, App Store. Feel free to download it. Let me allow my colleagues continue to the next.
Okay, a round of applause for manager. Now, I think this is really good that we have a problem and we're having a solution. But for like me and all Rwandans, we have very little trust, yeah? Me, every time, even when you are going to buy something, you have to ask your aunt, your friend, uzi umuntu wigeze ugurira hano hantu ntago bajya pirate. So you always have to ask somebody to be able to trust something, right? So we're going to hear from a few people who have used Manager so that we're able to trust the product, we are able to understand how it works. Are there any problems they encountered? So with that, we're going to welcome a few users onto the stage. And I think the best way is to have a few chairs at the front, and then we'll sit and have a panel discussion on that. Is there anybody who can help us with that? Get a few chairs at the front and then we'll welcome them. Like 3.
Yes.
For this section, we're going to be using Miranda because one of the best things about Miranda is that it's an app designed for Rwandans for Rwandans in comparison to other apps that exist elsewhere, right? So, ikaze, isn't it?
Yego.
Yego.
Nidushaka cyangwa twese dutangiye kumwibwira abadukurikiye hanyuma buri wese atubwire first impression cyangwa akoresha manager bwa mbere uko byari bimeze.
Okay, murakoze. Amazina yanjye nitwa Nshimyumukiza Aaron. Nanjye ndi mu bambere batangiye kuyikoresha manager. Kubera nyine njye natangiye kuyikoresha nyine mwigerageza kugira ngo nanjye mbashe kureba se ikora gute, bigenda gute. Ikintu cya mbere nayikundiye nuko yoroheje ibintu. Mbere mu bintu byo kujya gushaka nimero rimwe warandikaga ugasanga amasegonda aragufashe bise bivamo. Ikintu nayikundiye nuko mu kwandika nimero nyine nta mu guselectinga number biroroshye cyane nicyo kintu nayikundiye. Numva biranshimishije paraporo nuko najyaga mu mwanya wo kwandika akanyenyeri 180 na kangahe rimwe amasegonda akamfata bikavamo ugasanga nibwo ugiye no kwishyura n'umuntu arakubwira ati uri gutinda ndigendeye, ariko ibyo manager arabyoroheje. Murakoze cyane.
Hello. Amazina yanjye nitwa Edison Inshuti. Nkaba ndi umwe mu bantu batangiye gukoresha manager bwa mbere. Navuga ko bwa mbere nyikoresha numvaga ari app nk'izindi nyine like nkuko twari dusanzwe dukanda akanyenyeri 182 ugakomeza n'ibindi, ariko nabonye uburyo uscaninga QR code yawe. Nicyo kintu ngiye navuga like nakunze kurusha ibindi byose. Uburyo ushobora guscaninga QR code y'umuntu and then ukamwohereza amafaranga nta mistake zibayemo ese kwibeshya iki. Navuga ko aricyo kintu nakundiye manager kurusha ibindi. Murakoze cyane.
Murakoze. Nitwa Umuhoza Berize. nanjye ndi mu bantu batangiye gukoresha manager bwa mbere bari kuyitesitinga. ikintu nakundiye manager app ni uko isevinga transaction zose wakoze. Wohereje amafaranga, transaction irisevinga, warisivinze irisevinga. Rero at the end of the day bigatuma ureba amafaranga waspendinze uko byagenze cyangwa warisivinze. Ego nicyo nayikundiye. Murakoze.
Iki ni ikibazo ngiye mfite nashaka kubabaza. Nta bibazo se mwagize muyikoresha ikiri mu igeragezwa, ubu wenda byakemutse cyangwa bitarakemuka?
reka bari gusubiza.
Nta kibazo.
Njyewe my side nabonye ahubwo yaramfashije, nta kibazo nigeze nyibonana. Nakunze first natangiye mvuga ibintu nayikundiye, so nta challenge ndabona kuri yo, ariko buriya ni tuyibona biroroshye kuba twababwira.
Hari ikibazo mwaba mufitiye abatesters bacu cyangwa abasogongeye mbere ko twe dutangira gukoresha manager? Okay, super. Murakoze cyane.
Murakoze.
As I said earlier, we're going to go into a break while we install manager on our phones, and if anyone has a question or a problem regarding installation or any way how to download it, you can reach out to any of the people who passed in front of you. So I'll be back in front of you in just 15 minutes, and I hope everyone will already have downloaded manager. Just to check if you can send money, I can tell you my number, 0789 65 65 7303. Yes, yes. Make sure that your mobile money accounts work. Maybe the code reached there. I would like to see that everyone is able to do it. Now, yes. 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 If you have a question.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate for these young gentlemen and ladies for the good work done. But I just want to ask a question as regards to the security. You said there's nothing of remembering the password. It is you find that the password is stored in your phone, so and all the transactions can always be seen whenever you want to check your expenses and all the transactions. Do you think having your password saved on the phone in case someone
when you maybe a USSD, you make a request on MTN. When you maybe a USSD, you make a request on MTN, for example. That MTN bring to you a feedback that you may able to enter your Momo password. So that the password that we don't save is Momo password, because we send the request to Momo so that every process is on the Momo side. And about saying that the transaction can be saved, for example, on your device, let me show you. On the dashboard, to access the dashboard, you need either fingerprint or Face ID to access the dashboard, that where you can view anything. Let me show you on the device. For example, this is on screen. If I'm about to go to all transactions, it requires Face ID. And once my Face ID is verified, you can access the dashboard so that you can view all your income in any time, in any range you want. Thank you.
Okay, maybe the Face ID is the security precaution that you put.
Yeah.
Okay.
so that you can view the transactions and all the records by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to follow up on what he asked,
Yeah.
you said Face ID. So what if some phones don't have Face ID?
Okay. The mechanism used is local authentication. The device might have either fingerprint or Face ID. So if there is no presence of Face ID, then fingerprint works.
What if there's no fingerprint as well?
I don't think there is device with no fingerprint and Face ID, but for those devices, you can just log out. Yeah, you can log out to your app. But we have removed the option to automatically log out the app because we think that it can be app that you can use every day. In any case, you don't want, anytime you are about to use the app, you have to log in. No, we just use the local authentication. Okay, I think we may jump to question and answers section. Yeah, and I have the team that can help you navigate the app as well, so that if you get in challenge, okay.
If anybody has like a problem regarding downloading or sending money or anything, customizing your app, if there is any problem, you can reach out to them and they'll be able to fix it for you. Now, while you download, I don't think we need a break for just downloading. If anyone has a problem or something that has come up, you can just let me know and I'll help you with that. Yes.
Maybe I can speak. Can you all hear me? I just wanted to ask for the team if one can have the possibility to cancel or recall the transaction. Let's say you mistakenly sent money to someone that you didn't want to intend to send the money to. Do you have any mechanism that I can cancel my transaction? Or I have, again, to go back to the Momo codes and cancel the transaction?
Okay, thank you. Let me use the... Okay, thank you. Remy used the help of presentation. Okay, as we have been saying, is that normally how we pay on Momo or Airtel is that we dia akanyery jamrongo as that. So that we send the request to maybe mobile money, so that after telecom process request confirms the transaction. What we do next. Next slide, please. Yeah, what manager does is this. When you open the app, we already pressed this number for you, so that you just only enter the phone number and password. And when you dear a USSD, you dear the USSD code you will do dear in the phone app. So that we are not fintech currently. We don't handle money. We just make it easier for you. We press this number for you, and you just enter phone number and the amount. Yeah. And
maybe another follow-up question. So,
yeah.
What makes your app probably more preferable to the Momo app? Because they have their Momo app where you do everything at once without daring the codes. You go to their Momo app, you put everything, then you send the money. So what would attract me to use this app instead of the Momo app?
Okay, first thing about the app is that it works offline. The Momo app requires internet to work. And another thing is that the customization. With Momo app, you see a ton of list of USD core, and some of them you don't need them. For example, buy electricity, buy water, buy what, airtime. That mix is a kind of mix. And with the app, we do simplicity so that you have to pay. And after the payment, the purpose is that we automatically record the transaction so that you can be able to, for example, I know the transaction that I've made in this week, in this month, things like that. What we have done is that we simplified the payment. Yeah. Yeah, as we have said, this is a utility app, but we do have partnership with Momo so that we can access their API. But for this to be offline, we just use this as utility so that it become local, so that you can dear USSD. This is like dearing USSD, dearing like something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like how I can say is like we simplify the way you call. You make a call of USSD. For example, yeah, on any telecommunication network, what we deal with is any SIM card. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name is Regis.
Okay.
First of all, I wanted to thank you that you gave us an option of recording our transactions.
Yeah.
But also there comes a suggestion from me. What do you think about giving us an option where you can set a limit for transaction you could process daily? For example, if I don't want to exceed 30K on a daily basis,
okay,
where the app sends me a reminder that I'm about to exceed my limit, or preferably even log me out,
okay,
so that I have to think way better before proceeding way past my limit. Say you've had a few or more drinks for a night, where your judgment gets cloudy.
Yeah. Okay.
where the app sends you a reminder that you're going beyond your limit. What do you think about that? I think it would be a good option for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for great feedback. Currently, on this version, this is version 1, by the way, what we have brought on the table is simplify the payment. And we will keep improving features. For example, we do have other features that we include. For example, our testers have recommended a ton of features that we can add, and some of them we have added them, and we are still working on it. Thank you for really clarifying. And on the app, we do have like send feedback. You can send feedback for us in the app. On the setting page, you can find send feedback so that we can work on that. Okay, we do have a question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not a kind of question, it's just an input.
Yeah.
Also, I have like a different way I can put my money, like an equity or baker, whatever. So it's not just only MTN or Momo that I'm going to use. So I like the idea of tracking the transactions.
Okay.
But I would also like to track different accounts.
Different accounts.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of suggest if it's possible, you can put like the way that we can use even cards and different banks account rather than using Momo only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying for that. I know some of them, you didn't get him well. He was saying instead of Momo only, we could improve adding other options to track the transaction. For example, you can add bank, right? You can add bank or other things. Currently, the problem that we came to solve is the delay it takes to make a payment. For example, most of us, the payment we always use is we send money on Momo, right? When you're about to buy something, most of us will send money on Momo. So that we took that process that we repeat every day and see how we can make it easier, more easier. So that, thank you for that. Also, we look about how we can add other banks. Yeah. Okay, but you can also add transaction manually. For example, you can say, I've made this transaction and you code that transaction. For example, I've spent this in cash so that I want to remember that there's the day that I've made maybe expense. So that you can go to the app and record the transaction you have made manually without automatically recording. Thank you. Do we have one more question? In time. Yeah, in the recording transaction, you have weekly, day, month, year, and you can pick a range that you want. For example, I pick from 2000 up to this time. But you track the time that you have been starting use the app. You cannot select the year that you haven't used the app before. Maybe with Jackson, connect your phone so that I can show another demo of the app. Just rejoin. Share the screen. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I want to navigate you through the app again. Yeah, for example, in the app, you can also add your custom USSD code. For example, I can just add maybe and call it balance, right? And for balance, it's like this, right? And anytime I can come back to the app and there that code easily, you can see. You can add ton of more your custom USSD as you want. For example, I always buy maybe some pack, this pack. Let's see, pack. You can just custom your USSD code that you like to use most. For example, it's this one. Right? So that if I got that, I can come next time and hear the code. Instead of always come to the phone app and try to run that USSD code manually, I may just record a string of USSD code I normally run and I save it to the app, right? And I get response. Same as like how I would come to core and every time I run these things, every time I run this when I'm about to pay, right? Okay, that feature of the app is you can just scan the QR code of someone you are about to pay. Let me grab someone's phone. Let me miss your phone. example, instead of typing someone's phone number manually like this comes, for example, you are with someone who is also manager and he's your friend. For example, instead of if they use the number, say maybe sometimes you mistype some numbers, right? You can come to the app and tap on this button and scan QR code. QR code is like this, right? Yeah. For example, Islam is QR code. And that's yeah. I think also anyone who can have the question, the team can help and help him navigate the app as well.
How would somebody reach you from the app?
How can?
Say, I tell someone about the app and there's some they are not sure how it works and they want to contact you on the app.
Okay, thank you. In the app, we do have help and support. You just come here, automatically it writes this message here and this support information. And manager team is there to support you. You enter anything you can just get. This is our first one. But we make sure that it can take no longer than 24 hours. Okay, can okay. Is there anyone who has get an issue installing the app? Okay, if no one is
Okay, I'm back. Still, I don't think your apps work because I've not received anything yet. Perhaps there is issues regarding your apps. I'll also show you my QR code just in case. So I think everyone has understood how Manager works and what problem it's here to solve. Now, we are almost at the end of our program. If there is any questions regarding the app, any suggestions, please feel free to contact the team. Once again, maybe you think the colors are not pretty enough and you want it to be pink when it pops up on your phone. Maybe you would like it to give you notifications every hour. Any updates you'd like to have on the app, please talk to the team, and they're going to be open to having that feedback. Now, as we come closer to the end, I'd like to welcome our representative from RP to give us some closing remarks and any comments they find. And then we will pause for now and wait for Manager 2.0. Okay. With a round of applause, let's welcome our representative.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think it's not the closing one. It's just to thank you for supporting our incubatee, who has been hosted here for some time. Maybe to start, I have to introduce myself. I'm Parfait Yongabo. I'm the division manager for institutional development, applied research and consultancy at Luanda Polytechnic. And also this center that hosts the incubatees is under our management. So we interact with them on a daily basis. We provide the support at our best. And we are happy now that the team has managed at least to reach at a stage where they feel confident to launch their product. And of course, like I've been discussing, there are some few issues that they need to continually fix, but we are proud of the output so far that they managed to have the product released on the market. And of course, they will keep improving as the clients start using the app. I have to give the testimony. I used the app. I sent the money to my colleague. It worked. So also try to encourage other people that to just support them. Of course, they might say that they have alternatives, but here why we need to use this app is also to support the cause. This is a great contribution. As the country, we are going to the digital economy, and to onboard on that, we need these type of solutions to be able to help the community. And this is a very good move because the community needs many alternatives. We shouldn't be only compelled to use one solution, but if at least we can provide many options to the community, then that is our contribution to solving the societal problems. And as many other incubators, I think he will continually get the support from the ICT Innovation Center. And I also think you will give the testimony that at least the support that the incubators receive here can work, because we can see some of them who are reaching somewhere. And we hope to keep supporting, be it him or others, but we also invite you to also keep supporting other incubators who are in the same venture, in the same field, but also in the other fields, because we want to see the response from your side and also your support as we support this young generation to be more innovative, because that's part of our mandate. But also I think as the users, you also have the benefits in supporting them. So I just wanted to thank you for joining this launch and also invite you to keep supporting the team so that they can realize their dreams. Thank you.
Okay. A round of applause for the team and everyone who came today. We're at the end of our event. However, this is not the end of any sort of feedback or suggestions that you might have. If you have any, I repeat this, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to the team. And with this, I hope you have a great evening. And that's the end of today's event. Thank you so much for coming.